Welcome everybody to the Southern Atlantic Conference here on CBS for the game of the week. And today it will be Iowa versus Iowa State. Iowa finally traveling to Iowa State here, and it should be a great game. Number 15th ranked Iowa State so far rolling with their quarterback Rocco Becht, while Iowa's also rolling with their transfer QB from South Dakota State, Mark Gronowski. So it should be a great great game. And, of course, it's a rivalry, battle for the Cy-Hawk Trophy as well, so these fans are going to be rowdy, and it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. And I need to turn off commentary so you can actually hear me. And let's turn this off. So once we turn this off, we'll get the game started. And, yeah, so it should be a great game. Excited to see these teams go at it especially. And I'm excited to see how Becht versus Gronowski will be. And it looks like it will be Iowa getting the ball first. The kickoff is underway, and it looks like they're going to try to return it here, and they're going to be tracked down at the 23. So here comes Gronowski. 71 previous meetings, Iowa leads it 47-24, although last year Iowa State won 20-19. So here we go on first down. Looks like they got a wing set here. Gronowski going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's got nowhere to go. He's going to get a yard out of it. So you can hear the stadium rocking here. And this is going to be a tough game here for Iowa, but this rivalry is always close every year. And they're going to try to run it again. And already an injury timeout for Iowa. Addison Ostrenga, the tight end, looks like he's going to be shaken up here. And that's going to bring out our first timeout. And they're going to go with the empty set here on third down. Gronowski going to have to throw the ball here. Very mobile. We'll see what he does here. Got a 5-receiver set. Gronowski in the backfield going to launch it deep. Looking for a man. And it's going to be broken up. So Gronowski taking an early deep shot here. Trying to get something going. And we'll see how they do now here. We'll see Rocco Becht come on to the field. He's going to fair catch it there at the 33. So here comes Rocco Becht. Last week, 309 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's got the Hawkeyes rolling. I mean, not Hawkeyes, the Cyclones. He's got the Cyclones rolling, and they got a very talented offense. So it'll be interesting to see how Matt Campbell and the Iowa State team can do. So first down, it's going to be an RPO. And nearly picked off there, but it's going to be caught, a 6-yard gain. A linebacker almost read it perfectly. So now Becht on second down, 4 more yards to go here. And they're going to have some motion here with the tight end. Moving over to the right side, and they got a lot of their big boys out there too. It's going to be a carry on second down, and it's going to go nowhere. This is going to be a tough and physical game. These two teams always play tough and physical. Iowa's got a great defense that's going to be tough for Iowa State to go against. And they're going to be setting a blitz here, and it's going to be caught for the first down. Shrugging off a man there. They sent a blitz there with the DB, but Sal is going to be able to bring it in here. And now they got 2 backs in here. They got the fullback in as well. So Becht here on first down. Going to hand it off and that almost got tripped up even sooner, but Hansen takes it up for about a 5-yard gain. So Becht here, see what he can do. To be a high pass. Does he get the first down? No, just inches there. So 30 inches here for Iowa State. We'll see how they do. They got 2 fullbacks in. They might look to right up the middle. It's actually going to be a QB sneak there. So Becht gets the first down. And don't look now, but these Cyclones are traveling down the field. And, it's going to be picked off. The turnover they needed after this drive started off so hot, and it is going to be picked off. Becht made the mistake of throwing it on that RPO. The first time it got picked off, but this time the Hawkeyes are going to get the ball. So that stifling Iowa defense picks them off here, and it's going to be Xavier Nwankpa, the free safety. He's going to get that pick, and he reads it like a book, reading his eyes, tries to throw it to Jackson there. But that is an early pick here. And now Gronowski going to be back on the field with this Hawkeye defense. And right up the middle they run. Johnson's going to get the first down. Moulton's going to get the first down. Kamari Moulton. Iowa always has talented running backs. And they're going to go with the jet sweep here. And it only looks like they're going to get 2 yards out of that. So, see what they do here. 6-down lineman. And it's going to be a screen pass here. He's going to juice to the outside, get a couple yards, and he's going to get the first down. A nice set of moves there. And he's going to move his way all the way up, and here comes Moulton. So Hawkeye's got a great set of running backs here, and it's going to be play action here. Gronowski going to toss it to his man, and he's going to get first down. I don't know quite some of these players' names, but we'll see what he's able to do now. So now they're on the opposing side of the field here. It's going to be another carry. It's going to be another first down, another juke move. Wow. Brevin Dole, number 23 on the Hawkeyes, has been putting on the move so far, and these Hawkeyes are moving this drive. It's another handoff to Dole. Dole, where's he going to go? He's going to get about 8 yards there. And Dole's having a day so far, and here comes Moulton back out. So Dole and Moulton, that's going to be that ground and pound duo of running backs here for Iowa. They're going to run it up the middle. And he's going to make a move, and he's going to bring it all the way down to the 5. Kamari Mullen and Ben Dole just making great moves so far. And we'll see if they hand it back off to Dole here on the 5. No, it's going to be a pass here. Gronowski going to get it to his receiver on the middle. We're going to bring it up to the 1 here. And it's kind of obvious here. You want to run it with Moulton. He's been able to make a lot of moves so far here today. And he's going to hand it off to Moulton, and Moulton's going to be tracked down. Can these can these Cyclones get a red zone stop? It's a handoff to Moulton, and Moulton's in for the touchdown. Kamari Moulton scores the first points here for the Cy-Hawk Trophy, and the Hawkeyes are on the board first. They get that turnover off the Nwaponka interception, and now, early on in this game, Iowa is using their 2 backs, Dole and Moulton. Moulton's going to take it into the end zone. Not too much you have to do from Gronowski's side here. And now let's see if the extra point is good. But man, oh man, what a start here for the Hawkeyes. And now Iowa State receives the kickoff. He makes the move. He's going to bring it all the way up to the 22, it looks like. And now Beck and this Iowa State offense back out there on the field, making some calls at the line here. Beck, play action, another RPO, and it's going to be caught there for the first down. Daniel Jackson, 2 receptions for 21 yards on the day. Was on the receiving end of that pick earlier, but that's the talented Hawkeye defense you're going to have to face. And here's another. It's going to be a run here up the middle. First down. So the Hawkeyes need to stop. The Cyclones now moving here on offense. Can they tie this one back up? And that's going to be caught there. About a 4-yard gain. That DB all over it. And now Beck here on second down. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And he's going to have his man there. He had a man on the right side there. Nobody in front of him. Didn't see the read there. Dumps it off. And now it's going to be an early third down here for this Iowa State offense. What can the Cyclones cook up? It's going to be a first down there. 53 yards in the air here for Beck so far in this game. And Beck here. Now they're sending another blitz here. He's going to dump it off to his running back. And he's only going to get about 2 yards there. Brings it up to the 34, but now they are back where they were last time. A couple adjustments at the line. That edge rusher really out there. Number 4 coming in, and it's going to be another run. Oh, number 49 almost got a hand on 26, causing him to hesitate. Does help with the stop here. But now, once again, another third down situation here for the Cyclones. Here we go, Beck. Going to have his man once again. Another first down for the Cyclones. That's his tight end's been the man he's wanted to throw to this whole drive so far. And now it's going to be caught for a couple of yards. And as we near the end of this first quarter, we'll see if they get the snap off here, and they will. And he's going to fake the handoff play action here. Beck, does he take it himself? No, but it's going to be caught for the first down. A lot of green grass ahead. Beck takes the throw, and he's going to probably get more yards than he would have got on a run. So now look at these Cyclones moving. You see the team stats here. Not a lot of passing for Iowa, but they're running the ball here, doing way better. About even on average yards per play, but that one turnover by Iowa State resulted in points for the Hawkeyes. Here we go in the red zone, switching sides of the field here. Back play action once again. It's going to be a touchdown. Cyclones get on the board here in the Cy-Hawk battle. Beck's going to connect with his man Chase Sowell there. Simple RPO action by this Iowa State team, and it pays off this drive. Iowa looked like they had it handled the first drive, but now on their second go-around, they are going to score some points to look to tie up this game if this extra point is good. And it is through. So tied 7-7 at the beginning of this second quarter. So now receiving the kickoff here, and whoa, sorry about that. Receiving the kickoff here. And now handoff to Moulton, trying to get the carry for the first down. And that's going to be caught for a first down now. And I need to make sure this is actually happening, because I don't think this broadcast is actually live. And now handoff to the right receiver. That's not going to go anywhere here. And let's take a second to look, because I don't think this thing is live. So let me check this out here, folks, because this is having issues now. But we should be live, but it seems like that might not be the case. So, oh, we are. Looks like we're good. Not sure. Let me check this out here, folks, so this is having issues now. Okay, so we're good. All right. Well, I don't know why it didn't show up for me, but let's get back into this game. So, first down there for Gronowski to finally throw on the ball here. Iowa State switching up stuff now. Iowa now switching up stuff. And let's see how it goes. So Gronowski dropping back. He's got a man up the middle. And he's going to take it all the way down to the 44. So 3rd and 2 here for the Hawkeyes. They ran the ball very well on their first drive. And they're going to run the ball again. And they have just a plethora of running backs that are able to run it as Vontre Malone. Looks like he's going to need some help or assistance. But man, oh man, these Hawkeyes got a lot of running backs. And they're going to run it again. Up the middle. Oh, he's going to be flipped over there. Moulton catches some air. Gets 2 yards on it, but Iowa State failing to adjust to the run so far. That was their first positive run play of the day, and they're going to run it again with Moulton. Moulton up the middle, first down, Hawkeyes. So by the middle of the second quarter, they might already have 100 yards. Not even the middle, just the beginning of the second quarter. And now Gronowski, he's got some play action of his own. He's going to take it all the way down there to the second and inches here for the Hawkeyes, and you already know what they're going to do here. They're going to try to run it here with their running back, Moulton. Moulton receives the handoff. He's going around the edge. Moulton all the way down to the 12 or 13, it looks like. One receiver here. A complete wing set. Fake the run. Gronowski tries to run himself, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They get back on the board once again. Iowa responds with a score of their own, and it's going to be Addison Ostrango for the touchdown. We saw him banged up earlier in the game, but he is wide open here. You got a 2-on-1 situation there, and there is nowhere to go for that Iowa State DB. And the Hawkeyes get on the board here, and they're going to make it 14-7. Oh, and a kick nearly blocked. They ran on their own feet there. Friendly fire from those two. Doesn't quite work out. So now, kick back off to Iowa State. And he's going to bring it all the way up to the 23 here. We'll see how this drive goes to Rocco Becht. Becht making some adjustments at the line here. And Becht going to scramble out. And he's going to have his man. There he goes. Number 60. Oh, he makes a move. All the way down to the 50. His main target all day. What a play there for the Cyclones as they bring it all the way up to the 50 here. And now Becht dropping back. He's got, it looked like he was going for Sowell there. Going to drop the pass. So now they come down, second down and 10. And oh, number 2 is lined up off sides and he does not realize it. That's going to be a free play for the Cyclones here. And yeah, he's going to get called for that one. You cannot be doing that in this type of game. So our first penalty of the day, and it's going to go against TJ Hall, the senior. So now, Rocco Becht to make adjustments at the line once again. What could he be cooking up here? It's going to be a run, and it's going to be tracked down. 3rd and 5 here for the Cyclones. An empty set. He's got 4 receivers and a tight end on the line. Let's see what they cook up here. Oh, Becht scrambling. He's going to be sacked down. Aaron Graves gets the sack on the day, and he was moving. An interesting set for pass blocking there for Iowa State, and it does not quite work out. Hawkeyes get their first sack on the day. And it's going to be Graves throwing his shoulder into the center there and getting all the way past him. There's just nowhere to go for Rocco Becht. So now, the first punt of the day for any team, and it's going to be the Hawkeyes sending it away to Gronowski, Moulton, and Dole. All those running backs, they got a plethora of star players on this offense, and we'll see what they're able to do here. Just so many men on the line, and Iowa State not adjusting to it whatsoever. They got 3 down linemen every single time, and it looks like they're running a 4-2-5 here on defense, which is not going to work against the run. And now this time, though, he's going to be tracked down the backfield. Moulton already got 50 yards on 10 carries here, and they got all the big boys up here for 3rd down. Oh, making a check out the line, Gronowski here. Could we see some play action? And no, it's going to be a run, and he's going to go off to the races. There he goes. Green goes the run. Touchdown. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And this time it's going to be number 8. And you see Iowa State fans not thrilled. And this could be Terrell Washington Jr. taken into the end zone. They have a never-ending supply of running backs. They got all the big boys on the line this time. Gronowski makes a check at the line, and they take it in to the end zone for a touchdown. Here we go. This Iowa State offense, can they respond? Should be a handoff there. Up the middle. There he goes. Makes a move, but then he gets hammered down. What does Becht have here now? Hands it off once again, and he's tracked down. 2nd down and 13 for the Hawkeyes, Cyclones. Oh, batted down at the line of scrimmage there. It's going to be that number 95 of Groves there who's been moving all across the line here. And we have a 3rd and 13 for this Hawkeye. Jesus Christ. This Cyclone offense. Oh, it's a screen pass. Going to dump it off. Doesn't get the first down. Makes a move there. Stiff arms the man. Doesn't keep his feet in bounds. It's going to be a 4th and 6 here, and they're going to have to punt it away. And now, see this Iowa offense. Every drive so far here today, they have been able to score. Can they do it again? They're loading the line of scrimmage now here for Iowa State. They do not want to be. They're going to be hit with the run again. Moulton making move, and he's going to have another first down. So Iowa State getting thrashed here for the Cyhawk Trophy, and they quite don't have an answer now. Iowa's already scored more points than they scored last year. But what can Iowa State do here to respond? And it's going to be another handoff to Mullen. He's got the outside, but he's going to be tracked down. A 3rd and 7 here for the Hawkeyes. What will Gronowski do here? It looks like it is going to be a pass here for the Hawkeyes. And they're going to send a blitz here. Iowa State, and they're going to get the stop. Gronowski hit as he throws. And they load the line there, Iowa State. They're trying to block that kick. And now on the return makes one man miss, but he's going to be tracked down at the 21. So back to now. Last drive didn't quite work out. Your defense gets a stop. How do you respond here? And they hand it off, and he's going to be tracked down. This Iowa offensive and defensive line have no worries right now. The trench battle has been lopsided towards the Hawkeyes. And Beck's going to take it himself. Tries to make a man miss there on the read option, but he's going to be tracked down. We get to the 2-minute warning. Iowa State does get the ball at half, so if they could score here, get another stop, it should be a first down there to Sal, but if they could score here, get another stop, they come out and score again. We have a tied ball game, folks, but that's a lot of things to be done on Iowa State's end. They throw it here. Beck looking for a man up the middle. Nobody there. Tries to force it to the middle. He's going to be blanketed. And they're going to have 5 guys on the line here. Looking like they're going to run a mug look here. And we'll see how it works. It's going to be empty set here for Iowa State. And Beck broken up there. Tries to get it back to Sowell. And now it's going to be a 3rd down and 10 for the Iowa State Cyclones. And, Groves, hit as he throws, nearly picked off. And it is going to be another stop for this Iowa defense. Fair catch at the 27, and we'll see what they're able to do here on offense. The first stop the last time around, and now Moulton will be tracked down at the line of scrimmage. He's actually going to lose a yard here, so maybe this Iowa State defense can get something going. Gronowski going to dump it off to a tight end who backs up. So now a 3rd and 12, and this could be a crucial stop for this Cyclone defense. Gronowski stepping up in the pockets, and he's going to be tracked down. Passes it off to his tight end. We got the touchdown earlier in this game. That's now going to be a crucial stop for the Hawkeyes. And how will they respond now? Loading up a lot of guys on the line. They are keen on trying to block that punt. But now, 51 seconds here for Beck. They're going to have to air it out. Can they get a score on the board before halftime? Play action here. Beck, and he nearly picked off there. Beck is seeing ghosts right now. And he needs to figure out what he is doing if these Hawkeyes are going to keep crowding the line of scrimmage and getting there. As you see some more pressure by the Hawkeyes. And finally taking their second time out. But now 3rd down and 6. Hawkeyes, what are they going to send now at Beck? Beck going to have to step up in the pocket. He's got a man, Sal to the sideline, and he's going to be tracked down. We've seen that play once before, and Sal, once he has open space, he is going to burn you. Now gives it back to Sal. Now this time she'll be tracked down. They're going to have to run hurry up here. And this is going to be all the way. This is going to be the end. This is going to be the final play of half here, folks. Beck got it thrown deep, Nearly picked off, but we got a pass interference call here. Lost the contact on the other side of the field. And this is going to be a first down. And they're going to get the field goal off here. So they can make it 21-10 going to half. And it's going to be about a 33-yard field goal here. And it's going to be good. So a crucial pass interference call here gets the Cyclones some points before halftime. But man, oh man, the ground game for these Hawkeyes have been working. You see the sophomore, Kamari Moulton, 13 carries, 59 yards, and 1 touchdown. That Hawkeye offense is roll. See the highlights here. Even Washington Jr., what a great running back they have. And, I mean, that running back room, 3 solid guys. You saw Dole get some early carries. I wonder if he's banged up, though. We haven't seen too much of him in the second quarter. Well, the second quarter we didn't see too much of him. We saw more Washington Jr. here. But now the Hawkeyes going to kick it off to the Cyclones here. Cyclones get the ball. Can they score here? That lucky pass interference call gave them 3 on the board. And how will they respond? Looking for a big returner is going to bring it all the way up to the 27. And we'll see how they do. They got a wing set now. Well, it might be a run to the right, I have to assume, and it is going to be a delayed handoff, and he cuts back inside. He had a lane on the outside, but, I mean, it's been all game. He has not quite had an idea of what he's doing when he is running this ball. And now, yeah, it's just, this run game is not going to work up front for the Cyclones. I mean, even when he had an open lane, he completely missed it. So, 3rd down and 8 here for Bex in the Cyclone offense. The motion here, going to stack the receivers, it looks like. And Bex stepping up in the pocket. Oh, lost the contact there, but they're going to break it up. And now the Hawkeyes force a stop. So now they're going to kick it back off here. And looking to make a spin, not going to quite happen. And here comes Gronowski and this offense back here on the 36. Can they push some more points in? Or will this Cyclone defense, who has stopped them twice in a row now, get another stop? But Moulton up the middle. He's going to be tracked down. He's only going to get 4 yards out of it. So we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Another handoff to Moulton. Moulton trying to cut it outside, and he's going to be tracked down. So it looks like that defensive coordinator for the Cyclones has made some adjustments here at halftime. They got a lot of more men on the line now. And now, looking for a screen, he's going to get it off, and he's going to be, oh no, he shoves off a man, but he's going to already be out of bounds. And Bo Stevens is going to be down on the field for the Hawkeyes, and wow. So this Cyclone defense, 3 stops in a row. All the other drives have been scoring drives, so now they are turning it up, and that's going to be a touchback. So we'll see what they're able to do. This run game has not been strong, but they're still loading a lot of guys on the line of scrimmage here. And they're going to try to run again. And he's going to run up the middle, make a move, and he's going to take it all the way up to the 35. And now an empty set, 4 back here. 4 receivers, 1 tight end on the line. They got 4 men up front. 4. The Cyclones going to be a design quarterback run. Beck trying to make a move. He takes it. I'm back here. There we go. So that happened. My other AirPod died. We were back here, and let's get back into this. But here we go. Beck and this offense, 1st down and 10 here, and we'll see. It's gonna be another run here up the middle, and he's gonna get the 1st down. So now the Cyclone offense moving ahead after the stops they've been able to get so far. So now Beck, he's got Sal for a second. Sal's going to drop it though. So now, as they're driving down the field, they've finally been able to get that run game going. And now Beck dropping back. Doesn't look like he's got anybody. He does have a man. Makes a move, and it's going to be another first down. So now, here is going to be a screen to the wide receiver. And he's going to get maybe 4 yards out of it. He has to be second down and 6 here in Iowa territory. Takes the handoff, play action here for Beck. Gives back to the running back. He's going to get it up there. There's going to be 5 yards to go here on third down. We see them use that RPO action a lot here today. Will we see them do it again? Beck, and he's going to have his tight end. And he's going to take it all the way up there to the 8. So now the Cyclones looking to cash in here on this drive. So now Beck fakes the handoff, once again, play action. Nobody's got the running back, and it's going to be a touchdown to the Cyclones. Back on the board here, looking to make it 21-17, and it's going to be 17 unanswered so far here for the Cyclones. Carson Hansen takes it into the end zone. Nobody got the running back there. That's easy pickings all day for Beck. And now, with the extra point ahead, and they're going to go for 2. Looking to make it a field goal game. The Cyclones are going for 2. What's going to be the call here? Beck dropping back. Beck hit as he throws. Had a man, but all the pressure there doesn't quite convert here. So it's going to be still a one-score game. So he makes the move, but nothing comes out of it. So now Gronowski back on offense. Going to run up the middle with Molson. Now Gronowski dropping back, a deep drop there. Moulton gets it, and he's going to get only 6 yards there. So now another third down situation. It has been 3 stops in a row for the Cyclone defense. Can they do it once again? Motion there, fakes a jet sweep, and he's going to be sacked down. No answers here so far for the Cyclone defense after the first quarter. And now looking to get the ball back, and it's going to be Dominique Orange there for the sack, and he's got a lot of pressure so far on Gronowski here today. So now, going to punt it once again all the way in their own territory. This is the one time they have not crowded the line here on special teams for Iowa State. So we'll see what they do here with this return. Going to look to cut it outside. Doesn't quite have any room. And now, back on offense. Their defense has set them up well here. Play action here for Beck, and Beck's going to be sacked down. His second sack of the day. Has had no answer for this man. And now he's going to get his second sack, and Graves is having an excellent day on this Hawkeye defensive line. Aaron Graves getting pressure up front, and he is looking good. Finding a double team there. Tries the Superman, and it's somehow it works. They don't really teach that technique, but if you're able to do it, if you're a guy like Groves, you're able to do it with one hand on both of them. And it's going to be a screen pass there to Jackson and nowhere to go there. So third down and 14 for the Cyclones. Can Iowa get their first stop in what it's been felt like ages? Beck, though indeed nearly picked off, almost the second interception of the day, but now the Hawkeyes going to force a stop here on the Cyclones. This punt is going to be pretty good here. Oh, down at the 9. So some solid field position here for the Cyclone defense. Can they get another stop? Can they get another stop? Heavy set there, and Moulton's going to be tracked all the way down. Moulton, you got Orange in the backfield with him, and Moulton, this second half for him has not been great. So now hands it off to Moulton once again, and he's going to be leveled there. They're down and 6 now for the Hawkeyes. Gronowski fakes the handoff. Gronowski looking for somebody. He's got a man wide open deep. All the way down to the 48. The Wetchin been used all the way around this offense, number 21, and he gets a deep conversion. Oh, Moulton, those two guys got caught themselves. Still both able to make the tackle, but that almost could have been a perfect play for Iowa. So now crowding the line once again. Moulton, Orange chasing them. Not even Moulton there. That's going to be Dole who gets his first carry since the first quarter, and he's tracked down by Orange. Orange has got a TFL and a sack on the day. Now third down, sending the blitz, and does he convert? Yes, he does. Taking it all the way down to the end of this third quarter, and this offense has finally found the stride again. And they're going to hand it off there, tries to cut it up the middle. Moulton tracked down. One more quarter to go here in the battle for the Cy-Hawk Trophy. 21-16, nearly more points than they scored last year. But look at this wide receiver comparison. Caden Wetchin, the senior, only 47 receiving yards with 65 receiving yards for Sowell and a touchdown. So now, here we go. What does this game have left in it? 3 men at the line here. This is a great look for Iowa. They're going to run the ball. And there goes Mullen on the outside. Mullen! All the way down to the to the 9. Moulton takes it all the way down there. That was a great look. And now they got 4 men back on the line here for the Cyclones. Into the end zone. Touchdown. His second on the day. And now the Hawkeyes finally score once again. And they're going to make it a tough game here for Beck, but we still have a whole quarter left. But that is his second receiving touchdown on the day. Addison, off string to having a great time here in this rivalry game. Was down after the first play. Came back, scored. Now he's going to score once again. Now a 2-score game here. 90-minute drive for Iowa. So now taking the kick. He's going to be tracked down at the 17. And now here we go. Beck, empty set. 4 receivers, 1 tight end on the line. They have to air it out now. Beck going to throw it up the middle. He's going to have his man Jackson. 6-yard gain there. They know the urgency's there. Head coach Matt Campbell knows what he's got to do to win this game. They won it last year, but also for all time. Oh, Beck! And no! Broken up! Looked right up there, thought he had a man, throws it into triple coverage, but it's dropped. So now here on third down, Beck, airing it out. Does he have a man? Nearly picked off. Carson Hansen now, their starting running backs should be down, but now in a 2-score game for a rivalry, what do? They might have to punt it here. They're going to punt it. 4th and 4. Some would say go for it. Probably analytics say go for it too, but they're going to send it back away and hope their defense can get them a stop once again. But with how this Iowa team has been able to run the ball here today, oh my gosh, catching, breaking off so many tackles. But they can just run down this clock as much as they want. These teams like Alabama in real life have 11-minute drives if they please. We'll see Moulton on the outside, and he's going to be tracked down, but he gets a 6-yard gain. They're going to have to start loading the box here if you're Iowa State. And now it's going to be a design run for Gronowski. Gronowski breaking off a tackle, gets lit up, but he gets the first down with forward progress. Looking to put this game out of reach here. The Hawkeyes have found a stride in this Fourth quarter, and there goes Jackson Jr. now. He gets a first down. And they are all the way up to the 33 now. And now Dole gets the carry. Jumps over his own man, but he's going to be tracked down at the 28. And right now, this Iowa State defense looks like it has no more juice in it. Lots of men on the line for Iowa. And they're going to hand it off once again, and he's going to be tracked down, but they're going to give him the first down there. You got to load the box here for Iowa State, but it does not look like the defensive coordinator wants to do that. They're going to run it again. Moulton, and he nearly gets a first down, 2nd and inches. And if they score here, this game might be out of reach unless some shenanigans happen. So now, Gronowski, motion, and hand it back off to Moulton. Does get the first down there. No, 30 inches here. If they're able to get a stop here, this might be the stop they need. They're going to have to get a lot of penetration up front if you're Iowa State. And it's just going to be a QB sneak, simple stuff there for Gronowski. He's going to move the chains, and we're looking at a 5-minute drive so far here for the Hawkeyes. Takes the handoff. Gronowski gets it to his main man there, but nowhere to go for him. So now, 2nd down and 6 here. And it's going to be an outside run for Moulton. Moulton, touchdown! Hawkeyes! And this game might be out of reach here, as the Cyclones have been able to run it all over the Hawkeyes here today. And that's going to be a touchdown there, the 2nd on the day for Kamari Moulton. So unless they strike some magic here, this one looks as good as it's going to be over. They are down 3 scores now. Going to need a lot of magic. 2 touchdowns and another touchdown. So, man, oh man. What does Beck have left in him? Going to fake the handoff. Tries to read option. Once again, that is not going to work. If you're Matt Campbell, what do you have left in your playbook? Because right now, these runs are not going to work out, especially in a game like this. They're going to go with another screen. Not going to work either. So now, Beck, 3rd down and 8. They're going to expect him to air it out, but that has not quite worked here today. Motion with his tight end. Beck going to throw it to Jackson, but that's going to be dropped now. Now they're going to have to go down for 4th down and 8. And you got to pull something out of your bag here, because these plays so far ran by Iowa State have not been smart. And he's going to throw it to the ground here. Gets hit as he throws. It's going to be Graves once again. And now, in Iowa State territory, they can officially call game if it wasn't called game already. Gronowski, play action, he's stacked down. Can maybe this Iowa State team force a turnover? Going to be quite hard, but right now, it has not been the game you wanted. So here we go. Empty set for Gronowski. Going to get it to his receiver. But, I mean, even if they don't score here, they still can get an easy field goal. And that could just completely blow it out the water. That would make it a 4-score game. Dumps it off to Moulton. Moulton's going to be tracked down. They're going to settle for the field goal here. Does the crowd play an effect, or will this go right through? Field goal is good. Field goal good for Iowa. And, I mean, this one's out of reach. We'll see if Iowa State has something left on offense. But so far, outside of that 16-point run they went on, 16 unanswered, it has not been anything good for them. They're going to load the box here. You can't be doing this. But they're going to fake the play action here. Beck just going to check it back off to the guy he faked it to. So just not great play calling here from Matt Campbell and this Iowa State team here today. And it looks like they're not going to get the best of their rivals, as it is going to be a run up the middle, and he's going to be tracked down. So Hansen doesn't get anywhere. They're going to run, hurry up. Going to be an empty set here for Beck. Do they see something they like here maybe? We will see. Third down, they send the blitz. Beck no, he drops it again. Jackson has been cold this whole second half, dropping every ball he gets. Now they're going to load the line here on 4th down and 3. And now it's going to be an option look. Beck pitches it off. Hanson's going to get the first down. 3 minutes left here in this game, and they need 3 scores. Can it happen? Likely not, but let's see what Beck has in the tank. Dumps it off to Hanson here. And if you're Matt Campbell here, you got to tell him, you got to settle down here. You're throwing it to the same guy over and over. We got to spread the ball around here. We haven't seen Sal get a look, I don't think, this whole quarter, and Sal has been their best receiver all game. So now lining up with 4 receivers, and they're just going to hand it off. They might be waving the white flag here. 3rd down and 17. They're going to rush to the line. I don't know what for. They kind of already waved the white tail with that run. We'll see what the play call is here, but this game is over, folks. They send the blitz back. Gonna throw it to Sowell here. Could have taken it himself. Elects to get the throw off, and now it's going to be 4th down and 11. And this might be all, not even might be, it is all but over here for the Iowa State Cyclones, as they're going to have to fall to their rivals, the Hawkeyes here, as that's over his head, and that is game. So the Hawkeyes are going to cruise their way into Iowa State's field and knock off number 15 Iowa State. Moulton gets another run, and this is the end of this one. They're going to just run the clock down. This run game for Iowa has been deadly all game. They have 4 capable backs, and we'll see what they do. They send a blitz here, and they're going to run it, though. Ketchin's going to get the first down here, but we'll see what Gronowski does here. Likely just going to run it once again, and he's going to hand it off to Moulton. And with 50 seconds left in this game, likely one more run left, I would have to assume. They're going to bring it all the way down to, yeah, this is going to be the last play of the game here. So we're going to do motion here. Fake the handoff. Gronowski's going to throw it. Moulton breaking tackles all the way down to the 2. Potentially trying to rub salt in the wound. We'll see if they run one more play. And they will not. So Iowa will come in to Ames, and they are going to get the Cy-Hawk Trophy back. Defeated 20-19 last year, but they get their revenge. And they completely thrash Iowa State. Completely Iowa. Their running backs, Jackson Jr., Moulton, Dole, have a great game. You see 27 attempts, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns for Kamar Moulton, the sophomore. He's going to get player of the game. And, man, oh, man. They walk into Iowa State's house and take it. Usually a very low-scoring game, but this one, not going to be as low-scoring. Yeah, you got to highlight those offensive linemen getting down in the trenches there, and they dominated them all game. You look at stats, not an impressive day at all for Iowa State, especially their offense. Beck, questionable decision-making. He threw it 46 times this game, only for 243 yards. Nearly 50 times and doesn't get anywhere. They try to run it with Carson Hanson, only 4 yards per carry. It's not an overall productive day. Sowell, 71 yards, a touchdown. They try to force it to Jackson. Jackson had 2 crucial drops there. Defensively, not much to write home about. 14 tackles for Naigoe, and that's not good. If you're a second-level player, quarterback like Naigoe, you should not have 15 tackles. And it's all the safeties, too. I mean, Jeremiah Cooper to Sean James. The next linebacker only has 8 tackles on the day. With a team that run it, what? Let's see. The team that ran it nearly 40 times. I think they did run it 40 times. That could not happen. You got to get more guys up front. And we didn't see those adjustments till second quarter. They started loading the line of scrimmage, and then suddenly, once they're on that 16-point unanswered run, they start loading 3 guys back. So I don't know if the Iowa State defensive coordinator maybe got too confident there, but just does not quite work out. Receiving-wise, Addison Ostrenga has a great day, great game. Caden Wetjen had a few receptions toward the end, not very good though, but Ostrenga 2 receiving touchdowns on the day. And the man to write about on defense is Aaron Graves. What a day he had. 2 sacks, 4 TFLs, 5 total tackles, one pass deflection batted down at the line of scrimmage, and it was just a great day for Graves, the senior, and he does a great job overall. And Dayton, Iowa, so this is a game he's been watching since he was a kid, and he has a great game. So that will be all here from the SAC on CBS. Game of the week: Iowa walks into Ames. They get the win, 38-16. They knock off the number 15 Iowa State Cyclones. And we'll see you guys all next week for some more Southern Atlantic